hear this. What do I do?
State your name, Ms. Chambers.
I can't.
Hello?
I tried. Please help
Can you
me.
hear me? I'm talking to you. State your name.
What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? I'm about to cry. I did. It's up all the way.
All right, she'll come back in. I'm sorry. Give us a moment. We'll put you back in the waiting room, Mr.
Okay, thank you. Hi, Chris Hubble.
Ms. Chambers, state your name for the record.
Well, this is Seamus.
All right. So we're here for a motion to set aside the default judgment. I believe you filed that, Ms. Seamus, explain.
Yes. So I have service issues, connection issues in the house. I was in the Zoom waiting room the whole day. I have screens. Why'd I file the hearing? I'm sorry, I don't understand the question.
The court to decide on your motion, you need to explain why. So when you make a motion to a court, you have to articulate why the court should grant your motion, or then
the motion to reschedule the court, like for the adjournment.
It's a default judgment right now. It's a default judgment right now. So
okay, I was in the Zoom meeting the whole day. I called the court multiple times, and I don't understand. Like, I thought that my case never got called. It didn't go through. I went right up to the courthouse and I explained the situation, and the clerks, they were on the phone with me all morning. I had been calling and asking if my case got called or what the situation was, because I wasn't getting any like.
So let me ask you this. I don't mean to jump on you, but my thing is, if you're not getting in on Zoom and the courthouse is open, are you able to get to the courthouse?
Yes, I did. I went right up to the.
Right. So I'm just not understanding why you didn't come up when you were having problems with Zoom the first time.
I didn't know that it wasn't working. I'm sorry. I don't mean to interrupt. I didn't know that it wasn't working until they told me that it was already called. They told me that my court date was at 1 p.m. and then they told me that it was called at 12:30. I was in Zoom, the waiting room the entire day from 9 a.m. because that's the first time I thought that the court date was, up until 3 p.m. And I called and I said, what's going on? My case never got called. I've been here all day. And they said, oh, it got called at 12:30.
So, Mr. Hubble, would you like to say something before
Yeah. Hello. Good afternoon, Your Honor. My name is Chris. I'm the property owner at 68 Mary Day Avenue, where Melissa is staying. I'm essentially requesting immediate possession of the property that she's currently occupying. The lease began back on February 1st with a monthly rent of $2,300. She paid on time through June. She was late, paid on the 5th of each month, but I did deem those on-time payments. Beginning in July, she did not make her July payment until July 31st and has not paid a single rent payment since then. So as of today, she owes me $10,460 in unpaid rent and late fees, with additional fees that are still adding up. And beyond the non-payment, there's serious safety issues at my property as well. Ms. Seamus was recently found guilty of 4th-degree child abuse after an incident where she was under the influence of drugs while driving her daughter. She's scheduled for sentencing on that next month. She also doesn't have renter's insurance. And during my last inspection in June, where she asked me to come over to fix a hot water heater that was not working because she let her gasket turned off. So I had to relight the pilot light for her. While I was there, I observed half-burnt cigarettes and burn marks all over interior surfaces in my house. So that, in combination of her not having renter's insurance, is a huge fire hazard to my property as well as the neighboring homes. So with all of that, the chronic non-payment, the illegal conduct that's taking place in my house, the lack of insurance, the fire risk behavior, it's just an unsafe and financially damaging situation for me. And under Michigan law, I would assume that I would be granted immediate possession and termination of the lease. And I do have a detailed rent ledger that documents all this as well. So yeah, I would just ask for that to be honored by you, Your Honor.
So, appropriate paperwork has to be filed for the eviction part, emergency eviction, but, I will deny the motion to set aside the default judgment. So, get to the courthouse, Mr. Hubble, and file that paperwork as soon as you can.
For the default judgment?
No, yeah, well, the default judgment should already be on. I'm trying to.
Sir, can I say something, please?
So, hold on, before you speak. The default judgment, did you file that paperwork with the court, Mr. Hubble?
I did right after it was issued, and then she filed the motion immediately after that.
All right, so I'll just find that in our queue, because we no longer take, if you bring it in paper, we scan it into our system, and then it comes to the judge, I'll find that. But I'll sign that default judgment, where it should have been signed. And her motion is denied. So, Ms. Seamus, you said you want to say something before I end?
Yes, I got approved for assistance. I just needed my receipts. As Mr. Hubble has acknowledged, I paid rent from January until July. I just needed the receipts and I could have started paying him. I asked him for these receipts and he told me, why would I help you? Well, I need.
But he's claiming there's some other hazardous.
That's not true. Nothing he's saying is true about the burning or anything.
You weren't found guilty of 4th-degree child abuse, Melissa?
By a jury, but why did I take it to trial? Because I'm not guilty and I plan on appealing.
Hold on, so I'm all set with this matter, so we're good. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Dude.